Hello everyone, it's Friday and you know what that means. It's time for our bold review here on Fridays with Vivamax. And today we are going to be reviewing Kapalit, the latest Vivamax movie. But forgive me on the lack of enthusiasm. We are going to pause for 8 seconds in tribute to the soul of AKIRA Toriyama. Akira Toriyama died earlier today. He has been a legend of the industry of not just anime but in gaming. He transcends both with works like Dragon Ball, Dragon Quest, Chrono Trigger. We have lost a legend in this waking land, in this walking lands, and okay. So Kapalit is a thriller movie starring Cess Garcia, Rica Gonzales, whom you may know in Hibang. I think yeah, she debuted there, and the one with Chad Ocho Cinco. So and she will also be at the Mapanukso movie. Then we're also going to have the Resident Hill Matthew Francisco, and then we got Cess Garcia who was from Fantasia last year, Fantasia La Ia. So Cess is playing the role of Audrey. She is a nurse and she has a boyfriend named Richard. So the movie starts with them having sex inside an ambulance at the hospital vicinity. So we need to keep track of this because this is an important plot later in the movie. So yeah, when it comes to parang ethics, 'di ba, ng pagiging nurse nakikipagtalik ka sa ambulansya, ginawa niyong motel. Ayan. So, itong si Audrey, si Cess Garcia, she has a dream to become a nurse in Australia, and then her boyfriend is Richard is a bit of a slump. Yeah. Uh Parang ano yun? Batukan, batukan ano yun? Basta tarantado or something, tamad, any words that describes bottom feeder like that. Yeah, this movie is really established that Audrey's boyfriend is nothing but a self-loving bottom feeder. At yung mga gastos niya, mga utang niya, is like a man-child, okay? Yun, mga gastusin niya, inaasa niya kay Audrey. At ito na si Audrey, konsentidora. So, yeah. So that's like the first 20 minutes of the movie, and then Audrey got fired from her job as a nurse, and her agency, which is headed by Miss Farah, is cut for scamming and swindling. So Audrey unfortunately has to bear with the consequences. She got fired because they found out that she had sex inside an ambulance. Go. And instead of Audrey blaming it on Richard, she blames it on herself for sticking with Richard. Looking for a job, she ends up in the manor of Stan Monasterio. The name itself is a monastery, and he has a wife named Demi who has an unknown sickness. Yeah, so unknown like the one sa Your Lie in April, di ba? Di natin alam ano yung ano eh. Yung una kong hinala yung sakit ni Demi is parang yung sa Your Lie in April, yung sakit ng babae doon. Okay, so sa una, as a caregiver, she's overqualified, then Stan hired her. Eventually, Stan was being nice to her. Demi, a bit of a rude girl sa simula, but then we get to like her, and she befriended Audrey afterwards. Audrey started to fell, or parang napapol siya kay Stan, and she wants to distance her way from Richard. Ang nangyari kasi dito, nakikita ni Audrey yung pagiging malambing ni Stan that Richard failed to give her. The love that Richard failed to give her, Audrey saw it when Stan is giving props, care to his sick wife Demi. But we all know in every Matt Francisco movie, Matt Francisco tends to turn heel all of a sudden, become a psycho rapist, and that's what happened here. So, Stan is an anesthesiologist, and this is really like one of those important details na hindi nakalimutan ng pelikula. It turns out Stan is a rapist. He molested a caregiver before Audrey named Lisa and impregnated her. And Demi is not actually sick, but she got overdose with anesthesia. Ayan. Demi is no saint at all. Demi, when she knew Stan was more of a submissive person, and Demi was more of the dominant, and Demi is known for having an affair. And she also encourages Stan to have affair in order to atone for her sins on her husband. So it really confuses me when I watch this movie, and I really thought that Audrey and Stan, while their relationship was blossoming, it has the blessing of Demi. Pero hindi naman pala nangyari talaga. Yun yung nakaka-confuse na part eh. Kasi if you look at this movie, it seems like Audrey wants Stan to cheat, but Stan is a very nice guy. And then when Stan cheats Stan cheats on Audrey, Demi just went berserk, diba? Or just really called Stan an animal. And when finding out he molested Lisa, she knew that Stan is more than meets the eye. So yeah, the movie ends when everything reveals Stan's true colors. And then Richard, after breaking up with Audrey after a scuffle earlier with Stan, like, I don't know, decides to save her for some reason. Di ko alam. Bigla siya dumating sa eksena, then he got shot. I thought he died. I thought Stan shot Richard dead. And then like Demi pushed Stan up the stairs. Stan is a quadriplegic now, can't walk, and Audrey, Richard alive for some reason, and Demi are now living their normal lives. Audrey going to Australia finally. That's my recap of Kapalit ng Vivamax. Yung mga mga mature scenes dito, it's really good naman, pero hindi naman siya over the top. My personal favorite was with Jenny, who is I think her name is Jenny Athena Moran or Ara Alonso. I forgot. Let's see. Wait lang ha. Okay. So Jenny is the cousin of Richard's boss. Okay. So tambay siya sa and they're establishing Jenny and Richard going to have it sooner or later. Okay. So Jenny is Athena Moran. Good to know. Okay. And yeah, and it's really funny kasi nalaman lang ni Richard na birhen pa si Jenny. So, yun. Yeah, it's really convoluted, I think. They tried to make it an establishing story naman, but pagdating sa, parang if you really look into it, doesn't make sense. Kasi nga gusto ni Demi na mandaya itong si Stan, so why are they hiding the relationship anyway? Maybe it just to conflict the Demi's view that Stan is a nice man pala, pero hindi naman pala, you know. Ayun. So that's it for my review of Kapalit. So where do we put this on our tier list? So for Kapalit, why are we on Twitch? Oh yeah, by the way, tomorrow is the Ed Sheeran concert. I'm so excited for it. Okay, and then tomorrow is also the Tekken tournament. Holy, dami kong ano yun. Yeah. So, I'm going to put Kapalit in a no the AW just about bearable, no, hindi naman siya ano. I'll put Kapalit in copium territory. It's not that good for me. Ayun. Di naman siya, it's not good for me. It doesn't do it for me. So sorry about that. And yeah. So Tuesday we got our Vivamax short movie, which is Kalikot. Kalikot, di ba? Kalikot yung susunod na pelikula ng Vivamax eh. And then March 15, the last Vivamax movie before I go on my fasting for penance, Mapanukso starring Tasca. Kalikot is starring Sheila Snow and Ara Alonso. There, that's where I got Ara Alonso's thing. Yeah. This is your boy, God Gamer Harriet. Rest in power, Akira Toriyama.